So, in a time when Republicans want to play keep away with voting in a so called democracy, comes this story from Politico. The Voting Rights Act is now a dead letter, which is, quote, dead letter due to a latest Supreme Court decision. This just comes in from Wednesday. So, just today on Wednesday, a Supreme Court's 6-3 decision in Louisiana versus Calais, a case challenging the drawing of a second majority black district in the state, left the landmark civil rights law on the books. But the racial protections in the law were so dramatically reduced as to render them pretty much effectively useless. So, something that we passed decades ago once again is getting rolled back by Republicans in an effort to once again bring us back to a time before Jim Crow laws when people of color were worth what, 3/5 of a vote? I mean, what are we doing here? We're going backwards and not forward. The article continues with a quote from NAACP General Counsel Kristen Clark saying that very little remained. She used to lead the Justice Department Civil Rights Division during the Biden administration. She says, and I quote, there are some small protections with respect to language access, an important prohibition on voter intimidation, but very little remains. This is a very dark day for our democracy, a very dark day indeed. I mean, once again, Republicans are using gerrymandering as a weapon and a tool to make minority votes value even less than they already are, in addition to already making it harder for people of color to go out and vote, and in addition to making it harder for working people to go out and vote, making it harder for making early voting reduced, making mail-in voting harder. Republicans' whole goal is to silence women, people of color, minorities, and anybody who's down to anybody who would benefit from any government help at all, which, I mean, sorry, that we want our tax dollars to actually go to funding programs and institutions that are actually going to help working people in this community. Republicans are always trying to make it effectively harder. The immediate impact of this decision on the upcoming midterms is not yet known, with primaries in many states already underway, but observers on both sides of the aisle expect dramatic overhauls on state maps by the 2028 election. So it may not happen this midterm, but that's why important that in this midterm we start to stack the deck in our favor and put liberals and progressives in office so that we can start to protect ourselves when 2028 comes up. Because in 2028, if we don't see dramatic change, whether that be us kicking Republicans out or us putting liberals and progressives in there who are actually going to vote for their constituents and help out the working, tax-paying members of this society, at that point, people need to step up and we need to start taking those seats by force and making sure that working people and people that are actually acting on good faith are actually holding these seats. And if you want to know what the Republicans have to say in regards